One thing that Inácio loves and indulges in is flaunting the poverty and misery, of course, of the Brazilian people. He is one of the richest individuals that politics has ever produced. He was strolling around one of those places. That's not work, that's just a stroll, right? And then he was there with the people, acting all humble, taking pictures here, the most expensive photographer in the world over there, taking pictures, making videos and all, and there was an improvised bridge, right? And then the people, right? Come on, Lula. Cross over here, come hug us. But who said he had the courage, right? It was one of the most pathetic scenes. And that little speech of his about sovereignty. There's a meeting here now. There was a meeting here at the Chamber of Deputies. Guys, nobody showed up to talk about this so-called sovereignty. Not even any PT members. These are narratives they are trying to plant in people's minds. And not even they are succeeding, right? Making all these lies they're telling people stick. Yesterday I showed the mullet fishing here. I'll show it again. Lula will have to visit Santa Catarina in a few days. And the fishermen were outraged. They had hosted that. Margaret Menezes there, brought her the fish and all that. And since Lula will have to face these fishermen in a few days to ask for votes, since he's blatantly campaigning, right? Before the election period. That sovereignty talk is already dead. It became a joke. Lula called a meeting about national sovereignty there in the chamber. Empty chairs. Not even his supporters showed up, because he only wants the narrative about sovereignty issues. Do you think she cares about sovereignty? Look at that. He called all his cronies, but there were fewer than 6. Just look. The defense of national sovereignty. Wasn't it supposed to be full of PT supporters? No one showed up, right? Someone showed up. Guys, just like Lula always said, they work with narratives. Never with facts. It's just narrative. Because when the narrative doesn't stick, look at this. Not even their supporters, right? Shows up. I showed it yesterday. The Tainha fishing issue. The people of Santa Catarina were outraged. The fish were there, but they couldn't fish. It went viral across Brazil, right? Such an absurd situation. Didn't you see it?
It will be expanded for beach Santa fishing. We just received the information through Congresswoman Paulina, who woke up in Brasilia and dug in at the Ministry of Fisheries. The federal government, after the pressure, confirmed that it will create an additional quota. This extra volume will be announced at any moment, folks, later this Tuesday. This only happened after a huge mobilization by the artisanal fishermen who didn't back down, showed that unity makes a difference and that public pressure can accomplish a lot. Long live our fishermen, long live Santa Catarina. We're not here to mess around, right?
And the fishermen should be aware that Lula will use them as pawns again. Look here, see. The guy saw that the pressure was too much. The whole country stood up in support of Santa Catarina and these fishermen. Just imagine, it's the mullet season, right? It's the time when they can make money and basically earn enough for the whole year from mullet fishing. Lula had ordered it to be canceled. That's what I'm saying. There's going to have to be civil disobedience. You can't accept absurd orders like that. He ordered, to stop fishing right at the moment, when those schools of fish show up on the beach. And then, since he'll have to face those fishermen directly in a few days, he ended up backing down.
I told the people of Santa Catarina that I found out about this mullet problem because Dercio called me all worried that the mullet hadn't arrived for the people of Santa Catarina. That there had been a lot of fishing in Rio Grande do Sul and in another region of Santa Catarina, but it hadn't reached another part of Santa Catarina. And he called saying that the fishermen were upset, they were cursing, they were fighting because of the mullet. So what I did was mobilize my people around the problem in Santa Catarina. It was resolved and you'll be able to fish again. I hope that when I go fishing, please, when I go there, because I'm going now, so I'm going there on that day, please.
The 26th.
I'm going there to Itajari to send another Petrobras vessel and a Navy frigate out to sea, and then catch a mullet and give it to me as a gift because I want to see the mullet. A kiss for everyone.
Man, he's no good. He's no good. The pressure had been enormous. And look, since he'll have to face the people there on the 26th right, according to what he said here, he ended up having to admit he was wrong because he didn't want to let the people fish for mullet. That's the thing, my friends. Prosperous people don't vote for this guy. People who manage to succeed to make money would never vote for this guy. It's just those people who are basically, being used as political pawns. The day MST, gets land without having to, keep moving from place to place and following this guy, they'll never follow him again either. That's the fact. And Lula, he keeps these people here, you see, under his control, right? And on one of those visits, look how pathetic that is. The people put the bridge there, the stone ended up in the wrong place. Someone else did something else. But the bridge can be used for people to cross. For people to take risks. He didn't want to take any risks, no. Just look at that.
Thank you.
The people are like, go ahead, Lula. Come here. Come give me a hug, Lula. Thanks.
Bye.
But where is that athletic guy? But where is that gym guy, right? Hey, if other people can go through, why can't he? It's in moments like this that we catch their hypocrisy.
Politicians, right?
He went to the edge of the bridge just to take a picture, to show that he visits poor areas, that he's a man of the people and all that. There are so many naive PT supporters, guys, and there are simple people, right, who believe in easy promises, just like he himself says.
Let's clear a path so we can pass through.
Let's check the path so we can get through. He even argues with the reporter here. Look. Are you crazy, man? You put me in this situation with everyone watching. Look at him gesturing at the photographer. Look over there. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Ricardo makes really good money. But what this Ricardo Stuker puts up with from Lula's nonsense. Of course, he's making really good money, so he just keeps quiet, right? Quiet. It goes in one ear and out the other. Look at that. Lula gesturing, Lula was scolding him.
Let's clear the aisle so we can pass. Applause.
He was like, go ahead, Lula. It's no problem. It's no problem at all. But where's that athletic guy, right? He works out 45-centimeter arms, Mr. Olympia, right? Just stopping by means nothing, right? He just took a little picture there and all, right? The father of the poor. But he can't handle facing poverty, can he? I want to draw a parallel here for you. Guys, today, the Brazilian people are in total misery. Just a few months after Maduro left power. Just a few months? We've already seen a huge transformation happening in Venezuela. The guy fell in January. It's been 6 months since this dictatorship is practically, ending. Look at how the shelves in Venezuela, which used to be completely empty, are now.
Guys, do you remember those videos we used to see of the markets back in the day? They were all really empty. There was almost nothing on the shelves. Now look, it's already much more organized. Lots of stuff, lots of variety. Look at the bakery prices and the price, everything is in dollars.
You understand? Look, the shelves are already getting crowded. Prosperity is coming. You ruin a country very quickly. But the people's hard work can also lift a country up very quickly. Argentina. Argentina spent about 8 months after Millenio took office there in a tough situation while he was putting things in order. Now, they're reaping the rewards, of all the success that Millennium has been bringing to Argentina. The anchor holding Brazilians back is this party, this person, and these elements there that don't let Brazilians prosper. A prospering Brazilian won't accept ministers committing atrocities. A prospering Brazilian won't vote for corrupt politicians. A Brazilian who's prospering will think twice about whether it's worth continuing to support. Disastrous policies from people like Lula. That's why he doesn't want progress for anyone. The more poverty there is, the better it is for him. Of course, there will always be money left over for him to have his fun, to keep up his corruption, as we've been seeing. All of that. So, they cling to that, my friends. Look, after 6 months of Trump's intervention, what was Venezuela like? And we see the bootlicker there, right? Wanting to show off poverty, but not having the courage to face the poverty he brags about so much. Hit the like button, come be part of our family, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and leave your comments. I'll be back soon with more news and information here on the channel Pais e Filhos, Fabiano Guiguet.